Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A big play there for Philly. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Interesting. He told us that he likes to run right more than left, but there he looked pretty comfortable going left for a big gain, Charles.
Kind of like a basketball player who has a dominant side that he dribbles to. But the ability to cross that over, change it up, and break a tendency can often lead to great results, as we just saw there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. On play action, Wentz. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. possession. Now Wentz. Touchdown! Vincent Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Wentz going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. It's caught, Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all the...
They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 31, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. On first and 10. It's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 21-15. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Seibert on for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
This will be taken at the 10. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On the crossing route, complete. It's Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
I'm coming after you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 18 Cardinal. Watch my board.
But he is not gonna make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Wentz's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Wentz. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw, Wentz. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now Wentz. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 78 yards. And the Seahawks stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Philly. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
so for the Seahawks, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year. That'll do it for us.